Fire up that grill. I'm gonna show you how to cook a perfect steak, grill marks and all. Get into it. First off, let me show you some of the more popular cuts of steak to add to your grill, and then you can choose which one you like the best. Today I'm going to feature the good old ribeye. This thing is full of flavor. It has the perfect amount of fat, and one this size will easily feed a couple people. This is the filet mignon. I do love this dearly. Gets a little pricey, but for special occasions, this is worth it. T-bone is also very popular. I like this because you get a little piece of filet on the side and then a little bit of a New York strip on this side. It's great for sharing as well. The New York strip is just an oldie but goodie. Easy to cook, it's lean, it's perfect. And finally, the flank steak. This is a good budget cut of meat that will feed a crowd. It takes on a marinade very well. You slice it thin, so a little bit goes a long way. We're indulging today, gonna do something very special, so I'm gonna go with the ribeye. First thing you wanna do is bring your steak out and let it sit at room temperature for about an hour before cooking. This is gonna help the steak cook evenly. Secondly, I like to keep the seasoning simple. You know, for me, it's just gonna be a little salt and pepper. You've already spent so much money on this good quality cut of beef that's full of flavor, so we just want to enhance that. Salt and pepper will work just fine. When it comes to marinades, I like to marinate steaks that aren't quite as full of flavor or full of fat. So marinades are great for leaner cuts of steak, like that flank steak. We're gonna give it a good liberal coating of salt and pepper. All these pieces that fell are great for seasoning the sides. Don't be scared about leaving that steak out for so long. It's better when it comes to room temperature so it doesn't seize up when it hits the hot grill. As promised, I'm gonna teach you how to get those perfect grill marks. First and foremost, your grill has to be hot. Next, you wanna make sure your grill is nice and clean and oil those grates so we don't have a problem with sticking. We're gonna start with our seasoned side down, and we're gonna place the steak in a 10 o'clock position. And do not, I repeat, do not touch it. Let it go for a few minutes, and then we are going to twist it to the 2 o'clock position. It's just like driving, 10 and 2. Once you've flipped your steak, that's when you want to turn your grill down a little bit and let it cook just a little bit slower until your desired degree of doneness. For me, it's about medium. Don't judge. The perfect steak. Now for the most important lesson, let it rest, just like we do all our big cuts of meat. If you cut into it right now, the juices are gonna run everywhere, so it's important to just let it rest and let the juices stay inside. So we're gonna walk away, go get our side dishes, and serve dinner up. All right, time to cut into it. Y'all, you can just still see that kind of salty crust. It's turned nice and golden brown. There's so much flavor on the outside, and it's gonna be just buttery and rich on the inside. All right, and don't forget a little treat for yourself. This little nubbin on the end that gets like kind of crispy, a little bit fatty. That's your snack. This is a beautiful steak dinner, and now let's take it over the top. We could have topped it with some herb butter right when it comes off the grill for that extra fatty flavor. One great thing I love to do is sprinkle it with a little bit of coarse flaky sea salt, that little salty crunchy bite. Perfect bite. And why not serve it up with a fresh sauce? Don't be like my mom and break out that ketchup bottle, and if you do, don't tell me about it. A delicious chimichurri is the perfect accompaniment to a grilled steak. It's the perfect way to zhuzh it up. Time for that perfect bite. This is what I'm talking about, people. A little crusty edge on the outside, some of that bright sauce, a little bite of potato. It's my favorite part of the day. So good. That little salty bit. This, my friends, is the perfect steak dinner that you need to be enjoying all summer long. So when it comes to perfect steak, you can cook that. It's that fan.
Oh yeah. Need to get slow motion.
Come on, Mariah.